title of this exhibition is Sickert in Venice, and in one sense it does exactly what it says on the tin. The point about it being that Venice provided for Sickert a very important and seminal period in his artistic life. In the 1890s, the early 1890s, Sickert was in his 30s, his early 30s, and was established in London as a pupil of Whistler. He was particularly known for quite jolly scenes of music halls and that kind of thing. But there was a sense that he hadn't surprised anyone, or at least not surprised the critics for a while. And so he was looking around him for new subjects, new ideas, new ways of injecting life into his work. He went on holiday in 1894, in October, to Venice with his wife. They were patching up a rather rocky marriage, which failed the next year. But he had found his subject. And the next year he went back. And over the next 10 years, he went back 4 or 5 times, staying for several months. And during that period, he, as it were, discovered his way as an artist. Many of the things, the themes that he painted afterwards, Camden Town, his association with London as he became a distinguished member of the art establishment in later years, found their beginning in Venice. And of course, when he first arrived in the town, he spent a lot of his time looking at sites like this. St. Mark's, one of the most beautiful buildings in the world, painted many times by Turner, by Whistler, by countless British artists. And there's no denying that Sickert was looking for something that would sell. The other thing he was looking for was cheap lodgings. Venice was a cheap place to live. So it ticked a lot of boxes. Paintings like this sold well in the Paris art market. This absolute vision of Venice is utterly typical of what makes his work magical. He had seen in 1895 an exhibition, probably, in Paris, of Monet's famous series of the facade of Rouen Cathedral in 20 different light effects. And that clearly inspired him to do his series of St. Mark's. But there's a crucial difference between Sickert and Monet. Monet is responding to light effects and trying to find the exact brushstroke to evoke a particular moment in time. Sickert looked at the basilica, he made wonderful sketches of it, and then in his mind he invented a color system that he stuck to. So unlike the great Impressionist, this is not an amazing tapestry of tiny brushstrokes all bouncing off each other, glittering with light. What it is a very carefully controlled color system, absolutely ravishing. This green sky, lavender, khaki, touches of yellow. Notice how the gold there is brighter than the gold there. And the same colors are used throughout, these browns, this cinnamon. And in the flags flying in front, just hanging in the cool air, you have the khaki reappears again and the various forms of green. This is a colorway almost as if Sickert was a fashion designer. He decides on his color system, he makes it work, and what you get is this extraordinary evocation, not really of a time of day, but of a particular atmosphere. That's the magic of this show, the atmosphere of Venice brought to life.